This is a very important video for you if you're an MBA aspirant, an MBA student, or an MBA graduate. And at the same time, for a change, this is also a very important video for me because I'm going to share with you something which has been truly transforming for me as an MBA student, as when I was an MBA student. The gravity of why I'm saying this, that why what I'm going to share with you is important, is because I was somebody who used to stammer while I speak. When I was appearing for my B school interviews, instead of speaking out my answers, I used to scribble out my answers on A4 sheets in the interview. And from that stage, I reached a stage where even when my final placements at IIM Udaipur had not even started, I had 3 job offers from outside the campus. And from that stage, I'm here right now speaking in front of you in this YouTube video where I'm sharing with you something important. And this is about my course 5 Steps Ahead. This is about that course in which I am going to talk to you about things which most others are not speaking to you about your MBA journey, which is that what are the various things which you should do so that you can get the best outcome. In fact, you can create the best outcomes for yourself from your MBA program without entirely depending on placements. Now, before you start to imagine a lot of things that, hey, I'm going to abuse the placements, I will not do that. Because I'm not saying that you need to leave placements. No way. Placements at MBA schools in India are one of the highlight features. But I have seen worse. I have seen a lot of things happening with B school students who went into their B school for their placements, and then what happened with them and how their life went into a downward spiral after that. I have seen that. And because of that, over the last 1 or 2 years, since I've been working on this project of mine, on my dream project, Super Heuristics, my blog, I realized that there are other ways in which you can develop a beautiful life for yourself, a beautiful journey after MBA for yourself, which is what I've encapsulated in my course 5 Steps Ahead. And in this video, I intend to share with you that what exactly is 5 Steps Ahead all about, and how for you as an MBA aspirant, MBA student, MBA graduate, if you're an MBA aspirant and are going for a B school, then the things which you need to do right now so that you are a cut above the rest, everyone else on your B school. If you're an MBA student and you have somewhere realized that placements might not be the most attractive thing for you, and placements at your school might not be the most amazing placements out there, then you know that the onus for your journey after MBA is in your hands. And if you're an MBA graduate who's already been through that placement and who is not happy with the outcome which you've had from your MBA, it was not expected for you that the outcome you'll have is going to be so average. This is for you because this was transformational for me. So in this video, I will take you through what my course 5 Steps Ahead is about and why it is important for you as much as life transforming it was for me. So let me take you to 5 Steps Ahead. So the course 5 Steps Ahead is coming out on the 31st of January 2022. If it's already out there, go on to this link and you will be able to enroll for it. If it's not out yet, then go to this link, the same link, and please sign in for the pre-invite. Now, when you sign in for the pre-invite, and if you have already signed in for it, then as soon as I launch my course, you will get an additional fee waiver on that. Why is it important? Because you are somebody who is acknowledging that yes, you need to improve, and I want to help you in that. Therefore, I will do this for you. Now, I will first want to explain you that what exactly is it. Now, as you can see, the course is very simple. My objective is very simple. That I want you to be able to create the best career opportunities. Create. Here the catchword is create, not get. You as an MBA student who has already been an undergraduate and now you're in your post-graduation, especially if you're an MBA, let me tell you, you might be underestimating your own self, but you as an MBA can do a lot of things. You can create a lot of things. You can create startups, obviously. You can create great things inside your job, obviously. But apart from that, you can also create and design your life. You can create and design your journey after MBA. And that is what it is. So if you're excited about that, please go ahead and sign in for the pre-invite over here, and you will get it as soon as I launch the course. Now from there, you would ask me that what does create the best opportunity even mean? And for that, I've shown you one very simple thing that I'm trying to say to you, that if you're somebody who's focusing only on your MBA placements from your MBA, then most likely you are like this herd of sheep who are exiting from a gate without realizing that there is no fence. And probably the entire field is for them to graze and to enjoy, but still they are only seeing the gate. In the same way that the entire world, all the opportunities around the world are for you to grab, but you're only focusing on that one exit gate from your B school, which is the placements. How sad is that? And how funny and weird is it? So what exactly are the other opportunities which you're not realizing? Or probably if you do, then not enough people have spoken to you about it, because everyone is speaking to you about, hey, how to get a consulting job. Hey, how to have a workshop on consulting interviews or finance interviews or so on and so forth. Everyone is channelizing you towards that gate. But the outcomes are beyond their control. Here, the outcomes are in you. You are not realizing that you have a great opportunity in bagging off-campus placements. There are a lot of organizations which may not even come to your campus. Are you saying that you're foregoing all of those great organizations just because they don't come to your campus? But they are recruiting from similar B schools, which means they have a knack of recruiting. They would. Only if you say that, yes, you will provide some value to them. And this course, 5 Steps Ahead, is about how do you generate that value so that you can be valuable for any organization. In the same way, something which I don't think so anybody except for me is speaking about. Nobody's talking about that entrepreneurs and organizations, not just in India, but around the world, are eager to work with great young Indian students. And when you are a student from one of the top tier B schools, an IIM or a similar school, then you are probably a very well respected professional out there. And people are ready to spend pounds and dollars on you. But are you open? Are you even aware to accept it? You're probably not, but I was. I realized that yes, if I started a blog, and if I started to freelance, and in that freelancing assignment, I can apply all the things which I'm learning in my B school. I can take up a freelancing assignment in the field of marketing, and everything which I learn in the class or from my friends, I can apply on it, and I can amaze the entrepreneur who has assigned to me that freelancing project. How much improved my skills would be if I could practice it like that and get paid for it. That is the global consulting and freelancing opportunity which you are foregoing. Then, digital entrepreneurship. People usually call it as a side hustle. And it is a side hustle when you're in your MBA. But when you start a blog or when you start something online, you have no idea how quickly it can replace your salary. That was exactly what my story was. As I said to you that in the first year of my MBA, I started my blog, and even when my final placements had not started, I had 3 job offers from off the campus. I obviously accepted one of those offers, and within a year of working at that place, my side hustle could almost replace my salary. How is that? People underestimate side hustles. The very name side hustle is a problem, because while yes, initially it could be a side hustle, but eventually what potential it may have is not captured in that name, side hustle. Therefore, I call it digital entrepreneurship. And that is what I would help you with exploring in this course, 5 Steps Ahead, that how can you take up digital entrepreneurship right when you are in your MBA, so that by the time you're out of your MBA, you can probably take that as your full-time opportunity and you'll be enjoying each and every day of it. believe you me. Now from there, I go on to explain to you that yes, I am saying to you that you need not depend on placements entirely, but why am I saying that? What's the problem of depending only on the placements? Now, I've shared 5 important things to you. The first thing is that you could be in a B school you didn't want to join. Sure, you have attempted the CAT exam twice and thrice, and finally, even after your 3 attempts or 4 attempts, you've not been able to crack the B school which you wanted to be in. But you finally took admission somewhere. Again, my question is that you had the dream organizations in your mind. Just because you're not at the B school where you wanted to be, just because your B school interview didn't go well, just because you couldn't score that kind of a percentile, would you forego your dreams of working at that dream organization? If yes, if your only aim is placements, and if you're ready to forego those organizations you dreamt of, then I'm amazed, I'm surprised that how much can a B school comfort can make you a person who can forego his or her dreams. It's very sad. Why wouldn't you strive for something which you can get with your hard work and with purely your skills without the brand of your B school being at play? How amazing would that be? Now, the second thing why I say that what's wrong with focusing only on the placements is that what is the economic scenario of the country is not in your hands. Whether the organizations are recruiting with that intensity or not, you don't know. Now, just because for that particular year, the economic environment wasn't good, would you mean that your entire career is going to be impacted by that one year? Why should it be? Why can't you take the control of your career in your own hands? That is what 5 Steps Ahead course is about. These are not the things probably which others are speaking to you about. The third thing which I'm saying is that again, even if you are at a B school where you wanted to be in, which companies will come to your B school that year is beyond your control. It is beyond your control. At the same time, even if the company you wanted to be on your placements, even if they come, whether you'll get shortlisted for it or not is beyond your control. I've seen chartered accountants with 4 or 5 years of core finance, great finance experience, not being shortlisted for core finance roles, even at the best of the IIMs. What makes you think that you could be at an average B school and you could be under the impression that, hey, I'm the exact profile for this company. Whenever this company will come, they will shortlist me for sure. What makes you think like that? No. If you speak to your seniors, you will realize that placements are that unpredictable. And the last point, even if you get shortlisted, what happens inside that interview on that day, on that very hour, is not entirely in your hands. It might not go as per your script. Now, if you realize what I'm saying, that is how beyond your control the placements are. That is how unpredictable your placements are. Yet you choose to depend only on it. Yet you choose to cry only about the placements and not about what you can do to give a good kickstart to your journey after MBA. That is what my problem is, and that is what I'll be speaking to you about in my course, 5 Steps Ahead. Now, further, one very important thing, that how will I make all of this thing happen with you? I'm saying that you can do all of these things, but how to make all of these things happen? When I'm saying 5 steps ahead, why is it only 5 steps? Why not 6 steps? Why not 8 steps? Well, the answer is here in front of you. That these are the 5 steps which I advise you to follow. Whether you take my course or not, even without that, these are the 5 steps. This is the right framework in front of you, which I followed, which helped me do whatever I was able to achieve, which I've shared. I would not say it again and again. But this is exactly that 5 steps, that how you can go from learning the basics of the subject to applying it on the cases which you solve every day in your classroom, to acquiring additional complementary skills which are aligned with the life, with the job, or with the outcome you want from your MBA. It is aligned with that. Your skills should be aligned with that. So how do you acquire those skills? While you're acquiring those skills, how do you combine your knowledge and your skills and implement it onto projects, onto freelancing projects, and get paid for it? And then while you're building this body of work, how do you eventually create a brand? And that brand will eventually speak for you on your behalf. Whether you are in a job interview, yes, you might be saying that, no, I still want to get into a job. I want to go through my on-campus placements. It's fine. Even if that's your aim, 5 steps ahead makes it very simple for you to get into that interview room and crack that job, because your body of work is going to be so strong if you follow these 5 steps. That is the idea of 5 steps ahead. So these are the 5 steps. This is the philosophy of 5 steps ahead. Now further, here is all that you get when you enroll for 5 steps ahead. It's not just one course. It's a package of 8 courses which I am giving you in 5 steps ahead. And if you see, and I'll be explaining it, that what exactly each of these are, you'd be surprised how comprehensively it encapsulates everything that is the groundwork for you to launch yourself. So if you have not yet, please get the pre-launch invite. If the course is already out there, then do go onto this page and enroll for it. This is what you'll get. Now, what exactly are these 8 courses? The first one is the main flagship, the 3-day program, 5 steps ahead. It is designed as a 3-day program, which is the initiation for you to understand the philosophy, because what I've said to you is not something which everyone is saying to you. It is not something which your friend says that, hey, I want to do freelancing. No, everyone is talking about brands. Everyone is talking about, hey, what's the next best company which is coming for the placements? Therefore, this 5 steps ahead, the first course is a 3-day orientation to help you align with the thought process which you should be aligned to if you want to open up the field for you and grab all the opportunities. So this 3-day course needs to be completed in 3 days, because only then you will be able to feel it. And once you feel it, once you develop the mindset towards it, then you get onto the second course, which is the skill clarity blueprint. Now, what exactly is this? I told you, obviously, that you can create the best career outcomes for yourself, provided that you have the knowledge and the skills. But what skills do you need to acquire? It should not be that on a fine weekday, your PlaceCom announces that, hey, on this weekend, we are having an analytics workshop. Those who are interested should go for it. And everybody just hops onto it because analytics is a hot term. And on the next weekend, your PlaceCom announces that, hey, we are having a workshop on consulting, and everyone, and you, again, hop onto it. And on the third week, you have some other workshop, and you hop onto that workshop as well. You are just skill hopping. You are a victim of fear of missing out. But in Skill Clarity Blueprint, I will help you logically understand that, hey, how do you find what is the dream job role which you want from your MBA? There is a proper way in which I'll help you find that out. And once you have identified it, there's an even more comprehensive way to find out that what are the skills which you need to ace that job, to ace that outcome from your MBA. There is an entire process, and that process is encapsulated within Skill Clarity Blueprint course. So if you're somebody who's currently skill hopping, who's trying to identify that, hey, what skills do I really need so that I can focus only on those and not focus on anything else? Again, focus is a very valuable asset. If you could focus on 2 skills which you know are very important for the thing you want to do after MBA, you will be the king. You don't need to skill hop every weekend. Every weekend you can enjoy and only spend the time working on the skills which you need. And this is that course which will finally give you that clarity that, man, what skills do you really need to do well after your MBA? Moving on to the third course, which comes free, which comes as a part of the 5 steps ahead, is the Marketing Experiments Lab Challenge. And trust me, this course is a game changer, because this is the course where the rubber hits the road. Your Marketing Experiments Lab is going to be a place where you'll be practicing everything. Remember, I told you implementation and application? Your Marketing Experiments Lab, in this course, I'll help you step by step create your Marketing Experiments Lab. What exactly is this lab? This lab is your blog. Just like I started my blog when I was in my first year of MBA, and everything which I used to learn in the classroom, I used to apply it onto the blog. This is exactly that for you, that how you can create a blog and everything which you learn in the classroom, everything which you learn while acquiring the skills which you would have understood in the skill clarity blueprint, everything which you learn, how do you encapsulate it and put it on your blog? How will that help you? That will help you really understanding everything which you learn properly, because when you do proper research on it and create an article on it, the way you understand it is going to be exemplary. And therefore, this is where a lot of students who want to start a blog, who want to start a personal brand, let me tell you, if you want to build an identity for yourself, if you want to stand apart from all the other MBA students and aspirants, then blogging, creating your online space is the most powerful thing right now. You should do that. That's what I was able to do. And I will share with you everything which I was able to do. And a lot of students, they ask me that, hey, how to create a blog, which looks good. So this is exactly that course which will help you do all of that, how to create a blog and finally run with it. Finally just get started and start to implementing all the things which you learn. From there, the fourth course is where you build the knowledge, which is the marketing concepts mastery course. As I've told you already, that the first step is to build your knowledge. And marketing is a subject. If you want to have a career in this field, then the concepts, the basics need to be very clear. And in this course, I take you through all the basic of the marketing. And I will not be explaining it to you in a way which you have been already explained in the classroom. No. I'll be explaining it to you in a very short and crisp way, which is exactly how you should have been taught. Because once you understand it, even if you are somebody who thinks that, hey, I already know the 4 Ps of marketing. Hey, I already know the STP. So why should I watch this course? But do not skip this course. This course will change the way you understand everything, because these concepts which you learn will be highly implementable. These would be things which you can directly apply onto your case analysis, onto your freelancing assignment. So do watch this course. From there, you will start off the case analysis blueprint. Wow. Something that all the MBA students have to do every day in their classroom, in their MBA, analyze cases. And in this course, my only promise to you is one and only one, that by the end of this course, you will be able to analyze any case in just 5 slides. All you will need are 5 slides to comprehensively analyze any case. And I can guarantee you that your professor will say that, yes, you've analyzed it well. Even if your professor will not say that, the kind of freelancing assignments which you will do, or even if you go and work for a job, your team is going to be impressed by the crisp analysis you are able to do in just 5 slides. So this is that course which will make it clear to you. This is the case analysis blueprint. I'll give you that 5-slide blueprint in this course. From there, the 6th course is exciting. Digital marketing blueprint. Every MBA who's interested in marketing wants to learn this. They want to know how to do digital marketing. And this is that course in which I am not sharing with you anything hands-on as of now, but I'm sharing with you something which is very important, which MBAs very conveniently skip. MBA students who want to learn digital marketing, they go online, they enroll for any course. But the problem is what? That the courses which they enroll for are only hands-on. Those courses only speak about how to execute a Facebook ad or how to do SEO. But when that MBA student goes to an interview and that student is asked from a strategic managerial perspective that, hey, which kind of campaigns should we do? Should we even do Facebook ads? That, hey, sure, you know how to do Facebook ads, we know that. But in this kind of a requirement, do you think we should do Facebook ads? And that is when MBA students realize that while they have been acquiring only hands-on skills. They, as MBAs who are supposed to be the future leaders, they don't know the strategic thought process behind different kinds of campaigns, different kinds of channels. And that is what I'll be speaking about in this course, Digital Marketing Blueprint. This will give you only a blueprint, a strategic blueprint, which is a must-have for MBA students, that how to think about it, the first principles of digital marketing. And from there, the 7th course, another wow, marketing analytics. I just now told you that when your Placecom sends you a mail that, hey, we'll be having an analytics workshop, everybody jumps onto it. And everyone says that, yes, analytics, it's the hot term. We need to do analytics irrespective of whether they need it or not. In this course, Marketing Analytics Blueprint, I will tell you that how much analytics you need to know. There are 3 stages of analytics which you should know, and should you know only up till stage 1 or up till stage 2 or up till stage 3, I will help you understand in it. And again, I will give you all the first principles of marketing analytics which you should know when you're going in for your interview. So this will make you get the understanding of the strategic perspective of marketing analytics, which is what MBA students miss whenever they enroll for any other online course. They're only struggling to write that code. But hey, you might not even need to know that code. That's the reality. You might only need to know the strategic aspect of it, which is what is important, which is what I have realized, which is what I cover in this course inside 5 Steps Ahead. And finally, the last course, Networking Blueprint, another buzzword, another very important thing which MBAs think about, that how to do this one important thing when we get into our MBA, which is networking. Now, in this particular course, I will not give you tips on how to do a small talk with a executive who has come to your IIM and how to speak with him well and how to strike a very valuable conversation with him when he's in front of you. No. This is not about small talk. This is not about I speak to you at the end of a conference and then you forget me when you fly out of my B school. No. This course will change your perspective about this one thing. That how do you build a long-term relationship with a top CX or a top executive of a company, a very long-term equation with him, so much so that he or she would be interested to mentor you. That is what I was able to do when I was in my MBA. I was able to speak to a few business heads, the top guys at a lot of organizations, and I was able to seek advices from them. How was I able to do it? I have captured all of that inside this course. This is a highly implementable practical course, and all of these 8 courses, it completely sums up what you'll get inside 5 Steps Ahead. Now, I've spoken a lot, but I want you to also hear what other MBA students have to say. So go on to this page and watch each of these videos. We have Sadhana from an IIM Ahmedabad who has seen, who has witnessed, who has experienced all of these things. And here is what she has to say. We have so many others from some of the top schools out there. And whatever they have to say, whatever they enjoyed about the program and whatever they think was not good in the course, they've spoken all of it. I've also asked them in these that, hey, I want you to be very frank and I want you to say that what are the things which you did not like. And you can hear all of that inside these. So this is what 5 Steps Ahead is. 8 courses, 8 impactful courses which are unique because they are born out of what I have gone through and what I've been able to achieve. All of those things are inside this. And let me tell you that when somebody who's gone through all of these things, when he creates something like that, it'll obviously be highly implementable and it is going to be an exact clear-cut approach of what MBAs need to do. This is not for any other executive out there. It is for you if you're an MBA aspirant, MBA student or MBA graduate. What you need to do, this is what 5 Steps Ahead is about. So go over here. If the course is not launched yet, then do get your pre-invite in which you'll get a special fee waiver. And if it's already out there, then please go ahead and enroll for it, because This is probably that course which will change the way you think about your MBA. This is probably the only course which you can witness right now. That while everyone is speaking to you about placements and that uncontrollable, the big uncontrollable factor which gives you anxiety, while everyone is pushing you towards it conveniently because it helps them, I want to help you build your own journey and not depend on things. So, do go for it. And I'll see you inside in the first course, 5 Steps Ahead, the 3-day intro workshop, which is inside this. I'll see you on the other side. Thanks a lot and goodbye.